Module 8, Part 2, the religious overview. What is religion? Religion comes from the Latin word religiare, and that means to tie. And when we look at tying together, we look at how people are tied to one another and how they're given a sense of community. It's about asking really big questions. And the big questions are things like, how did the world begin? What's a purpose in life? What happens after we die? Why do bad things happen? And how can we celebrate special times? There is a continuum for religion as well. We have the theistic beliefs on the left hand side and the non beliefs on the other side, and people fall all within that spectrum. Now, as some of our previous conversations looked at the regions of the United States, we found that theism and different religiosities are peppered in various areas across the nation. They cluster. For instance, in Utah, we find that there is a heavy Mormonism there, based on the belief of that particular sect of religious followers, and they congregated together. And that's really common for people to do just that. When we look at religious pluralism or the differences, diversity within the United States, we know that the values of our Puritans that came into the United States, or came to America before it was the United States, actually, uh, they're they founded their communities based on Christendom. So Christianity was that solid base that many of the settlers had. We know that there were already indigenous people here who had their own religious beliefs that then were transformed perhaps in some avenues, or and actually could become divisive once the settlers made their way further into the United States or into America at that time. And the pluralism also has everything from this Christendom or this Christian foundation all the way to non beliefs. Through immigration, we have a lot of different ethnic patterns of belief systems, and and that has given us a very varied look at religion and religiosity throughout the United States. The question is also often asked, do we have true religious freedom in the United States? Do people truly have religious freedom? It's that is a great question to ponder. And depending on whom you ask, you might receive different answers. The idea was that we should have the freedom to express our religion as we need. That was definitely a part of that founding fathers template for their life here in America. But there's arguments about that freedom. Do we truly have religious freedom? And are we coexisting in society? Are we truly religiously pluralistic? Do we coexist without shame? Do we coexist without discrimination? Do we coexist without judgment? Good question to ask. And pluralism goes way beyond tolerance. It's not about tolerating another religion. Pluralism is about accepting and respecting. Do are we? Can we? And can we believe that that one religion is the only source of truth? If if we have to believe that, then what does that mean about pluralistic belief systems? Or can we accept the concept that two or more religions with mutually exclusive truth claims can be equally valid? So I ask those questions because you're going to be exposed to very different religions in this module. And can they coexist? That's a good question. Something for you to ponder. For the next few slides, I've put together some statutes um, that are used when discussing the separation between church and state. I often ask the question, should religion be a part of schools? Should we talk about religions in schools? Should students learn about other religions? And I'm going to ask you to ponder that question. Should we be talking about religion? Um, and after you watched Dan's TED Talk, the one with the cow, and what did you think? Did you think that perhaps religion can be discussed, leaving out the value or the moral to it, but talk about it as a historical or a contemporary concept? What are your thoughts?